Alright, so in this video, I'm going to review the oil farming program by Rashid Al Sharif. It's a business model about becoming a middleman and brokering oil business deals. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of this business, some of the challenges that you will face. My team also did a lot of research online and found various reviews from other people online, such as on Reddit and YouTube. So we're going to go over some of those comments. And then I'm going to talk about the business model that I do and I'm a big fan of, which is also being a middleman, but it's a lot more simpler, which is called the rank and rent business, where I build simple websites for local services. So if you search wood flooring Pasadena, California, this is a website that I've built and ranked that I own. I own the phone line as well. Every time a customer calls this number, I'm able to track the calls inside this dashboard, and it records every call as well. And I have 150 sites out there, and each of these sites are generating leads every day. My business owner clients are paying me on a monthly basis to continue to get those leads for me. So once I have set up all these sites, they become very passive. Again, I've been making money with this rank and rent model for over 11 years, and I've also tried a lot of different business models. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my genuine, honest opinion on the oil farming business model. So first of all, what exactly is this oil broker model? First, you got to find sellers. These are usually energy companies, oil producers, or refineries that have excess supply. Then you got to find the buyers. These are countries or companies with high oil demand but low domestic supply. Then you got to negotiate deals, helping both parties agree on volume, price, delivery, and legal terms. And then you got to go close the deal. An oil broker gets paid when the contracts are signed. They earn either a commission or a flat fee. A broker working can earn as much as $35K engagement fee for one deal, or an average of 1% commission from the total deal price. For example, a broker that takes 1% commission out of $50 million deal makes $500K. An oil broker is a middleman who connects oil sellers, producers, and refineries with buyers, countries, companies, and trading houses. It is a type of commodity broker that specializes in crude oil and refined petroleum products. We found a bunch of positive reviews on Trustpilot, but you have to take reviews on Trustpilot with a grain of salt because these can easily be fabricated and manipulated. So we took the time to find actual, more genuine looking reviews on places like Reddit and YouTube. So let's look at some of them. This guy said it was just basically build a farm. So that was another business model that this guy was teaching, which was being a middleman for farms. But then he says, which I have come to realize is a scam. Another comment says the industry is a complete mess with endless chains. You need real relationships and capital that beginners don't have. There's some YouTube comments here that we found. The whole idea that a beginner can just hop in and start landing commissions after a few weeks is just not that realistic. Another comment said oil farming isn't a scam in the sense that it doesn't deliver any content. You do get training, but the business model is unrealistic. Another comment said oil farming is being marketed as a simple way to break into the oil industry without experience, but this is misleading. On an independent site, this one person said real oil brokerage requires licensing, compliance, infrastructure, industry relationships, and often millions in capital. What does a day in the life look like for an oil broker? So checking overnight price movements, checking global news that affect oil markets such as geopolitical tensions and refinery outages, expanding their network of clients such as refineries, airlines, and corporations, providing insider information to their clients such as market trends, pricing, and opportunities, matching buyers and sellers, and facilitating the communication between both parties, negotiating the deals on behalf of their clients such as with price, volume, and terms of delivery for the oil, assisting in preparation of contracts and other necessary documents to complete transactions, and then making sure that agreed deals are executed accurately according to terms. Matching buyers and sellers is more challenging than you think. For example, a seller has a specific grade and quantity of oil. The broker needs to find a buyer who is looking for just that. They also need to skillfully negotiate the price, delivery terms, and other contractual details to satisfy both parties. A significant challenge is inherent volatility of the oil market. Prices can swing dramatically based on news, making it difficult to close deals. Fierce competition also requires brokers to build and maintain strong trust-based relationships. The work often involves long hours to accommodate different time zones and 24/7 nature of the market. So to me, this is an extremely high barrier to entry business model for most beginners. You need relationships, you need to understand the markets really well, and being able to find the demand for these types of things. With oil, it's going to be finding a needle in a haystack. You're going to be very limited to corporations that you're going to be reaching out to, and to get to the decision maker in these much bigger entities is extremely difficult. This is why I much prefer to do rank and rent, because once you have a website like this for a hardwood flooring site in Pasadena, California, if you just go to Google Maps and go to more places, you'll see dozens and dozens of hard flooring companies all around Pasadena that's going to want your leads. It's much easier to find demand for leads for hardwood flooring or concrete or drywall or roofing than trying to find companies that are trying to buy massive amounts of oil. And I don't think I can make the distinction more clear than that. The oil brokerage business, you're still being the middleman, which is a great model, but it's so difficult to find the right types of corporations that would want to work with you, as opposed to being the middleman for local services. There's so much more demand for home services as opposed to oil, and these sites can make anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a month. So just by getting 10 of these clients, you can be making 10 to 15K per month. And unlike oil, the price doesn't fluctuate. Once these sites are ranked, they're pretty much become hands-free, and these clients will continue to pay you monthly to continue to get these leads from you. So with that being said, guys, in my opinion, rank and rent is a much more doable, feasible business model for most people. And if you're interested in learning more, I just launched a brand new rank and rent coaching program this year. Check the link in my description.